What does this coronavirus lockdown, all these travel restrictions, what's that mean for your auto insurance? Got more details on that coming up. This is today's Next Wise Step video. Thanks for being here. My name is Mike Bernard. I am the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners and owners here at Korhorn Financial Group. If you are not a subscriber, gosh, I'd encourage you to do so. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and give me that thumbs up. Why? Because this is your source for everything you need to know about what actions you need to take in your financial life as a result of what's going on with the coronavirus. But I'd even say the reason I hesitate is it's more than that, because we didn't start these discussions, this communication, this content just as a response to the coronavirus and everything that's happened financially. This is your source for financial wisdom, whether we're in crisis mode or not. So make sure you subscribe here, turn on notifications, give me that thumbs up, and share this content with others, because this is definitely some stuff you need to take action on. All right, before we get into that auto insurance stuff, I will tell you a quick update over the weekend that apparently some of the stimulus money, these recovery rebates, starting to be sent out. The first wave is apparently hitting the bank accounts of some folks. Now, who gets this first wave and who has to wait, I don't know. In fact, I'd actually said we might not expect these payments to go out for another few weeks just because of the Herculean task at hand for these checks to be sent out to people. But apparently the first wave has been sent out. Don't panic yet if you didn't get, if you haven't received anything yet, but start checking your bank account to see if it hit your bank account. For those of you who weren't sure because you didn't file your taxes, so you weren't sure if you were going to be even on the list to get this money, you should be. You're eligible to receive dollars. There is a website up and running where you can log in and basically raise your hand and say, hey, I'm supposed to get a check. Make sure you send it to me. So if you currently are not filing a tax return, but you're not a dependent of someone else, then I would do a quick Google search and I would go to that source, go to that IRS webpage and fill out the information to make sure that you are getting a recovery rebate check. So that's one update. I'm sure there'll be other updates that I communicate to you later this week, since we now know those payments are underway. So that's one update that I'd give you. The second update that I'd give you is we're still waiting on confirmation from the government that this extra $600 of weekly unemployment addition that was part of the CARES Act is going to be added to the 17 million people that have applied for unemployment. We're still waiting on when that's going to be official and going to be part of those unemployment checks. My expectation is that's going to be this week, but we don't have any confirmation as of yet. Same with that pandemic unemployment insurance. That's supposed to be made available for folks who are unemployed, don't have revenue coming in, but aren't otherwise eligible for unemployment. We should hear some news this week that that's up and running and you can apply for the pandemic unemployment insurance, but nothing as of yet. Once I hear, I will give that update to you. All right, so a friend of mine, Rebecca from Washington, D.C. area, she was responding after last week's video where I mentioned, hey, if you have a car that you're not driving right now, put it in storage, you'll get a discount. She sent me some other communication that she'd received from her insurance company, and coincidentally, over the weekend, I got an email from my insurance company, and it sort of lined up with what Rebecca shared with me. So here's what I would tell you. I received an email from my insurance company, and I will tell you, I'm not going to share Rebecca's, so mine is with Safeco, so that's Liberty Mutual, but Safeco is sort of the national brand. And I got an email that said they will be giving a refund of 15% of the auto insurance premiums for 2 months. That I believe it's April and May. They'll be issuing a rebate, a refund of 15% of that. So it's basically a 15% reduction in my auto insurance for those 2 months. That's a pretty great deal. I don't need to do anything. They're just taking account for, hey, fewer people have been driving, therefore you've been insuring your vehicle, but you haven't really been using it, so here we're going to issue a refund. Rebecca's insurance company, they're actually giving a 15% deduction or reduction in premium for 6 months, which you don't need to be a math major to know that 6 months is better than just 2 months. And I've talked to our insurance agents here at KFG, and yeah, these companies, they're not all rolling out a similar policy, but you should expect to see some sort of premium reduction on your auto insurance due to this, this travel lockdown, travel restriction. If you haven't heard from your insurance company I'm going to say by this Friday, don't reach out today and say, oh, Mike just said I should be getting some sort of communication. I haven't yet, so I'm going to knock on the door. No, give it another week or so, but if you haven't heard anything from your insurance company, then I'd probably reach out to see, well, are you getting some sort of reduction? Or are you getting some sort of return, some rebate like I'm getting, or what's the plan? The other thing that Rebecca shared is similar to what I mentioned last week, and that is if you have a car that you're not using, consider putting it in storage. What Rebecca did is she actually called the company and said, listen, we're not driving. And previously, your insurance rate for our car insurance was based on us driving X number of miles each year. Well, we're now driving less. So can you update that within our insurance, and does that give us a reduction in the premium? And in her case, it was, I believe, equal to 7% discount. So that's the other action item. If you haven't heard from your auto insurance company just yet, hopefully you hear from them by the end of this week and that you're going to be getting some sort of discount. If not, just shoot a friendly email to your agent and find out if you're getting a reduction. And then your second action item, if you have a car that you know you're not driving, or if you have a car that you know you used to drive a lot, but now you're driving less, I would reach out to your insurance agent to either put that car in storage or to update your mileage on your auto insurance to see if that gives you some sort of discount. Guys, I have a whole list of dangers, concerns that I have for folks about their home and auto insurance that right now people might be tempted to make some changes to their home and auto insurance that I think could be very, very damaging. So that'll be on an upcoming video. I think that's enough for today. So those are your action items. If you have any needs, if you need clarity and confidence in your financial life, reach out to your certified financial planner. If you don't have one, we can't serve everyone, but we would be happy to connect with you to see if we're a good fit for each other. You can find us online at corehorn.com. That's Corehorn with a K. Or you can shoot us an email, info@corehorn.com. All right, until tomorrow, my name's Mike Bernard. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.